to invite Norbert Restrepo to join me. Norbert is the chairman of the board of OCI. Norbert, 14 years ago, you came to an institution called Hartland. At that time, that institution probably would have been considered more of an independent institution, an independent ministry. But under your leadership, it has moved much, much closer to the church. What is the mission of Hartland Institute now? You have a sanitarium there, you have a training school with students from different places in the world. What is your mission and how do you cooperate with the larger church?
Thank you, Elder Finley, and all of the attendees here at the General Conference Executive Committee Spring Council. Yes, it's been a journey of faith. I remember when it all started 13 years ago. And definitely the enemy is always trying to create division because that's how he can conquer. He creates division at the home churches, and at every level. And we have to strive against that so that God can finish his work here on earth. The mission of Hartland College is to equip professional missionaries. You find young people who want to, at this young age, they want to have a career so they can serve. But often they also want to be missionaries. They go to our schools so that they can receive a training in a spiritual environment. And then they participate in programs where they can be equipped to be missionaries. At Hartland, our goal is to bring all this together. Solid understanding of our biblical message and fundamental beliefs. Practical training in health evangelism, friendship evangelism, music evangelism, literature evangelism. Practical training in manual things such as agriculture, as culinary arts, auto mechanics, and handyman skills that can make them useful wherever they go in the world to serve, with a career that is taught from a biblical worldview. You put this together so you can have professional missionaries to support the mission of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
You made a very difficult decision, and I want to be a little bit personal and practical with you. When you came to Hartland, that institution had a good portion of its budget by tithe. You made a decision not to receive tithe. Why did you make that decision?
Yes, it was a difficult decision. More than 30% of our overall budget was from donations that we knew were coming from tithe. And it was a step of faith, but we made that decision because we wanted to work closely with the world church and its leadership. Often we forget as Seventh-day Adventists that we are all part of God's church and that God has the church structure as part of his plan. Therefore, it's our duty to support it. Even though it was a difficult decision, we made it because we wanted to work in unity. We wanted to work in a collaborative way, not in competition. This step of faith was possible also because key leaders with a humble attitude were willing to dialogue. And the Lord used that so we could come together in mission and message.
How does your institution currently serve the larger church?
Primarily through providing young people who are equipped as teachers, as evangelists, as media ministers, as biblical counselors. But also secondarily, through our campus, we offer services such as a youth Bible camp, spiritual convocations, a wellness center, lifestyle center, and beyond our small campus, through going and partnering with the church in initiatives such as the Amen, Best Pathways to Health clinics, evangelism on a worldwide basis, through extension schools where we participate, faculty and senior students, with church initiatives in different places. The extension schools, for example, we had one in Ukraine where my wife went and offered training. We've had in Dominican Republic, Mexico, and Colombia, where we give them a certification of having taken a course in things like health expos, Bible studies, health and life coaching, in practical ways that impact the community. So these are ways in which we are working with the church to support its mission both locally and worldwide.
Not long ago, I visited Hartland and spoke to their students, and they sang for me a song that deeply impressed me. And coming from a supporting ministry, their choir sang a song that was titled, "The Church Must Stand Together." I had never heard the song before. I was greatly blessed by it. I've asked the choir to record it. listen and see if you're blessed